What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. It's been a while since the Eagles took that L, but I'm here before y'all to tell the truth. And I never really told the truth all season. I haven't given my football analysis the way I want to, but I'm gonna do it today. We gotta be honest, man, about Jalen Hurts' performance all season. And I was talking to my boy Melvin at the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season. I was telling him, Jalen don't look that good to me, for real, compared to last year. And the truth is, Jalen Hurts has been a game manager all year. He's been exactly what Cam Newton was describing Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Tua Tagovailoa. Who else did he say in that? He named somebody else. Who else did he name? What's my boy play for? Jared Goff, right? Jalen Hurts been a game manager all season. For real, he only had one game changing performance. That was against the Buffalo Bills. And the boy was terrible through the first 3 quarters of the game. He was horrific through the first 3 quarters. All right? The fact of the matter is, Jalen is not as good as people say he is, especially compared to what we saw last year. From looking at that, bro, I promise y'all, he not what people say he is. But it was cool because they was winning, right? And see, this is why you can't always judge a quarterback by wins and losses all the time, right? Yes, the Eagles were winning at first, but he was average all year. Seriously. And this is the problem because, you got people like Joy Taylor now who she's not going to try to diss. She's not going to try to diss or tell the truth about Jalen Hurts because he's so handsome. He's so handsome, y'all. Listen, man, Jalen got the right shit going for him. He ain't going to get too many women that's going to say nothing bad about him. They like the way the brother looks. You know what I'm saying? They like the way the brother smiles. The brother shows love to the black women. He checking all the boxes for him, right? But we gonna keep it real. Oh, salute to you on your black love, brother. But I gotta keep it real, man. Let's be for real. He's a first read quarterback. You take away his first read, it's over with. You can take the L out of lover. He don't know what to do. You know what I mean? He's not a guy that can put a team on his back and will them to wins. The way I've seen Lamar Jackson do continuously. The way I've seen Patrick Mahomes do continuously. The way I've seen Aaron Rodgers do. The way I've seen the great Tom Brady do. Right? He has not been able to do that. And Joy Taylor would tell you that when she talks about Justin Fields, she'll say, oh, look at his wins and loss record. Look at the wins and losses. Look at the record. But then when we talking about her boy that's so handsome, Jalen Hurts, when we talk about Jalen Hurts, oh, winning not really a quarterback stat. Hold on now, Joy. It was a quarterback stat when you was talking about Justin Fields, but when we get to talking about Jalen Hurts, it ain't no quarterback stat. Knock it the fuck off, Joy. You know better, man. Jalen Hurts can't make plays when it's not there by design. He cannot. And his own coaches don't trust him to do that. They don't trust him with the offense to check in and out of plays. They don't trust him to do that. They don't trust him to improvise the way they used to let Russell Wilson improvise in Seattle. They don't. Because they feel like, if it's not perfect for him, he's not going to be able to get the job done. And what are they paying you $200 million for if you can't do that? You pay the guy $200-some million, you pay that money to the guy that can make something happen out of nothing. They can pull something out of his ass, pause. Pull something out of his pocket, out of his left pocket, I should say. He can pull something out of his left pocket and go to that when the stuff in the right pocket ain't working. Jalen ain't been doing that, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, everything got to be perfect for him to succeed. Kind of like another guy that we've been criticizing for much of the year, Brock Purdy. When his key players are hurt, he ain't going to be able to make nothing shake like that. When Dallas Goedert hurt, A.J. Brown hurt, for real, at times, Jalen Hurts is like a deer in the headlights. He needs excellent play calling. He needs excellent coaches. He needs a historically great, healthy roster to play. Come on, man. No, bro. No, I looked at his numbers this season. He threw for 3,800 yards. Great. 23 touchdowns with 15 picks. That's a typical Jay Cutler year. Jay Cutler was always throwing for 3,800 yards, 3,700 yards with the Bears. Always. 25 touchdowns, 26 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, shit like that. Jalen Hurts threw for 23 touchdowns, 15 picks, and 3,800 yards. Jay Cutler always was getting them stats. And they was clowning Jay Cutler out how he ain't elite. He ain't good as people say he is. He trash. He's not a great leader. Yada, yada, yada. Jay trash. Jalen Brown's had a Jay Cutler year. Okay, if you want to throw the 600 rushing yards in there, that's cool. Throw the 600 rushing yards in there. All right, cool. I get you. Right? But other than that, that's a Jay Cutler year. For real, man. And Jay, now he had Brandon Marshall. He had B. Marshall, motherfucking dog. But he ain't had no A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Like, you know, and so we got to look at it for what it is, man. What Jay did have, what's my boy name? Carolina tight end, went to Carolina. What's my boy? Greg Olsen. He did have him as his security blanket for a nice amount of seasons, for about 4 seasons, right? Then they traded him to Carolina. But did they trade him or did he sign with Carolina? I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember. But anyway, yeah, man, Jalen, if it ain't there perfectly for him, he can't make it shake. And you can't pay a quarterback that type of money if they can't make something out of nothing. Look at the things that Lamar Jackson does, that you've seen Russell Wilson do in Seattle. Look at the stuff you've seen Tom Brady do, Patrick Mahomes do, Aaron Rodgers do, Peyton Manning do, the great ones, the elite tier, figure things out when stuff is not going well and the coaches are stumped. He figured it out. Jalen ain't able to figure it out, man. He been average all year, been a game manager. And nobody really want to say it because he's so handsome. Right? You know what I mean? But we gonna keep it a buck over here, man. And I told my boy Melvin at the beginning of the year, hey, man, Jalen don't look too good to me. Yeah, man, but you know, hey, he ain't losing. He went, hey, all that he winning. But they winning ugly as hell, and they winning in games where they winning in spite of him. And it's looking like Emmanuel Acho say, Are you the tractor or are you the trailer? Are you pulling the team? Or are you getting pulled along by the team? At times it looked like he was getting pulled along by the squad at times, right? But yeah, he didn't look elite at all this year. They keep hollering out he all pro. Let Justin Fields have done some of the shit he was doing this year. Let Justin Fields have done some of the stuff that Jalen was doing at times. Oh man, they gonna get on his head. You know, but yeah, or even Brock Purdy. And I got on Dak, rightfully so, because Dak, he had a lot of time in there. Jalen Hurts is much fresher than Dak in his situation as a starting quarterback. But I'm telling y'all, when you take away his first read, it's over. He can't make plays when it's not there by design. He cannot will you to wins. He only had one game-changing performance against the Buffalo Bills, and he was terrible through the first 3 quarters. And I'm saying it for a reason, man. We're going to see what he really made up next year, but I promise y'all, it looked rather average this year. Game manager-esque. Real Alex Smith-ish. Peace.